Hello folks, welcome to an interesting demo on data masking. So what exactly is data masking and where do you need data masking? So guys, we had a good understanding about our sensitive data, right? I told you that the sensitive data is data which is related to your personal information, your credit card number, your date of birth, your phone numbers, all this. Now, just think about a scenario where you are cloning your production database. Right. So you clone your production database, you give it to your testers, you give it to the staff who work for the UAT testing, or sometimes you even need to give it to a third party as well. Now, if your production data is going in these different hands, then you are actually leaking your sensitive information. That is the time where data masking comes into picture. So what data masking does is it actually tries to convert each of the sensitive information into certain random kind of number or say digits or say random alphabets. So let's say it's we are talking about a first name, last name. Then it will just create a random say alphabets for this. Or if you're talking about date of births, you could just convert all the date of births to 1st January 2000, something like this, right? So you are still retaining the same kind of data, but you are changing the actual data. So now to work on data masking, please remember you shouldn't be working on your source because it actually changes your data, right? So till now, whatever work we've been doing is more of read-only stuff, where you did a security assessment, you did a user assessment, or you did a data discovery. But now when you're talking about masking, you are actually making changes to your data. So what I've done is to actually work on the demo, I have actually created a pluggable database, PDB5. You might remember that till now we've been working on PDB2, right? Where we had the data safe admin created, where we had the HR.employees created. So all I'm doing is I'm actually creating a clone of PDB2 as PDB5. And when you do that, because you are sitting in a cloud environment, everything is encrypted. So you need to give your password for the key store that you created when your container database was created. So once you've done this, you'll see that your pluggable database would be up and running, and then you need to make say alter pluggable database PDB5 open, and you'll see that your pluggable database PDB5 is open. So in this demo, we'll be working on PDB5, which is actually a clone of PDB2. So PDB2 is the source and PDB5 is the target for us now. So now, and what I need to do is I need to also register this PDB5 that I've created in DataSafe. Otherwise, I can't work on it, right? So because we just added PDB2, but now we need to add PDB5 as well. In a very similar manner, I've actually added the PDB5. As you can see, VMDB01 underscore PDB5. OSID, again, it's the same as a DB system. TCP, this is the public IP address 1521, and you just need to replace the service name for PDB5. And I don't have to do anything related to the user DataSafe admin because it's a clone. So everything that is there in PDB2, you have everything available here in PDB5 as well, right? So once you have done this, then you go to your home and you go to data masking. Very important, when you are choosing your target for data masking, now I need to select my data masking target as PDB5, not as PDB2, which was this VMDB01. So if I say continue, so it says that either you can pick any of the existing policies, or you can upload some policy that you already have, which you have already created, or you can create your own. So normally I just say create my own, and you need to select your compartment, which I normally pick as demo compartment. I just say continue. Again, very important here, you don't have to make a mistake and choose some other target database. Here you have to choose your PDB5 as your target for sensitive data discovery, right? Because it's a clone, so the same data would still be there in PDB5. So let's give that as target. In the same way, it picks all these schemas as we did previously. Now I don't need to select all this because I really need to work on the HR schema because I know the sensitive information is residing in HR schema. So I say select that. And if you want, you can always select specific sensitive types as we learned. But in this case, again, I'll just say select all the sensitive types. So then it starts the process of this data discovery. It's actually discovering. It should be much quicker because it's not actually looking at the different say schemas. Like in the previous video, we went through the admin, data safe admin, 1, 2, 3, all those schemas. So here we are just saying to actually run it on the HR schema, because we know that HR schema is the area where actually the sensitive information is residing. And maybe we'll do another thing. We'll just do AutoStation set container equals PDB5, just to show you that the HR schema is also there in PDB5. HR.employees. So if you see this information is residing, right? As you can see, these first names, last names, phone numbers, it's all sensitive information, right? So the data discovery has started. It is running. So like give it some minutes, you'll see that your sensitive data discovery is complete. As you can see, for PDB5, data discovery is finished. You say continue. Then it will actually show you all the sensitive columns and also the information related to the sensitive types. As we know that there is first name, last name, phone numbers, as you could actually see from the data itself, that you have first name, last name, email, phone number. So that is exactly how it is trying to map against the sensitive information. So if you want to do it, you can actually expand it, and you can see that these are your different columns that are affected, and you say save and continue. Next important point is masking policy. Guys, very important. Here is the point where you decide how you are going to mask your data, right? So if you see, if I do expand all, you will see that I'm saying that for first name, please replace it by a random name, right? For last name, random name. For phone number, US phone number, any specific phone numbers you want to give, right? You can change the data as you want here. Right. So again, for address, I'm just saying random name. So if you see here, all this information that is there in our tables will be changed. It's going to be changed. So remember this data, it's in all front of you. I'm not going to make any changes. All the changes would be done by our data masking script. So let's expand it back, and the column count is, let's say, around 17, and we say confirm policy. Once you confirm the policy, it will actually take this policy, create a job for this, and then you can start masking your data. And you'll see that it will ask you to start masking your data. So you can either schedule it or you can run it right away. So if you want to schedule it, you can always pick when do you want to run it. If you want to run it, say at late evening hours or what. So I'll just say right now, and I'll say review. Very important. See, it's clearly saying please ensure that the selected data is selected target is not a production database. So you shouldn't be running out on your source database itself, because as I said, data masking will be making changes. So I'll say, yeah, I'm happy to run it on PDB5, and I'll just say submit. So when I say submit, you'll see that your status information will start coming here, and it will show you that what it is doing. So it will just say starting data masking job, and there will be a number of steps that it will be running in the background. So you'll see that it will actually tell you about which tables it's working on, or what exactly it's working on. So what I normally do is I normally look at my data. So I keep say doing a select star on HR.employees, and I also in the meantime look. So it's actually still not started. So it's just doing a starting of masking script generation. Once that is done, you'll see that it actually starts running the script as well. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is done. So I think we just need to wait for the masking job to run. Once the masking job has finished, or it's in progress, I normally just keep on checking the backend data, and you'll see that the changes happen on your backend data straight away, which clearly show that the masking job has run fine. So let's give it some time, and we'll revisit the video. Okay, then you will see that some progress starts happening, where you see completed steps 27 out of 276 steps. Again, as I said, start doing the same thing. So remember the information that you have, because you are going to see changes in this, right? So we are inside the pluggable database PDB5, and we are looking at our HR.c. That's what I wanted to show you guys. See, it's already changed our data. So if you see here, the first name or the last name has actually been changed to some random alphabets. The email completely changed. Phone number, some US numbers, and random numbers. And yeah, it's pretty much changed in the entire data. So if you want to look at your previous data, you should just simply scroll back. You should be able to see that you were actually able to see your old data. But it's yeah, that's your old data. So it's all gone, right? The salary, Charles Johnson, nothing there anymore. So if you see, it's all your masked data. So which is pretty good. And yes, your data masking job has finished fine. You click on report, it'll actually show you what data it worked on. It worked on number of, say, it masked around 856 values. It masked around 12 sensitive types. Types are like, it's related to phone number, first name, identification, job related information. It worked on 6 tables and it masked 17 columns. And it really works seamless, guys. You don't have to create any scripts. You just simply work on DataSafe and it takes care of everything. I hope you really liked this video. Thanks for watching.